Hello everybody and welcome back to Dollar Tree Dinners. Today is Tuesday where we make dinner on a $10 budget from Dollar Tree. Today I spent $7.50 on the ingredients to make today's dinner. Let me show you what we got. Let me know if you guys can guess what we're gonna be making based on the ingredients I bought. But the first thing I got was this bag of tortilla chips. They call these tostada rounds. That is your first clue. Next up, we have a can of chili. This is just standard beef chili with beans. I'm trying to give you these in a random order so that hopefully you can't guess what we're making. Next up, we have a can of diced tomatoes and green chilies, or a can of diced tomatoes. Plain diced tomatoes works too. Next up, we have a can of jalapeno cheddar dip, one of my favorite Dollar Tree items. We also have a can of refried beans. These are $1. And last but not least, I have a package of flour tortillas. So let me know, can you guess what we're making with these ingredients? I'm sure you have a couple of ideas, but if you guessed Crunchwrap casserole, then you would be correct. This one's gonna come together super easy. We don't really have to do a lot of cooking because most of the ingredients are already prepared. So grab yourself a casserole dish and let's get layering. We're making a Dollar Tree version of this Crunchwrap casserole from allrecipes.com. And their first step is to brown some ground beef with an onion and basically make taco meat. But my kind of budget hack for taco meat is just to use a can of chili. Preferably a can of chili without beans, just so that we're not bean redundant. But Dollar Tree doesn't sell any no bean chili, so I got the kind with beans. They have hot dog chili, but that's not the same. So we can skip the first couple of steps because our taco meat is already prepared. So skipping forward to the next step, I'm gonna take my casserole and I'm gonna lightly oil it. That's to keep things from sticking, but it's also to allow our tortillas to crisp up like a Crunchwrap. If you don't have a pastry brush, you can just use your hands to spread the oil out in a thin layer on the bottom and sides of your baking dish. So once we've got our casserole kind of lightly oiled, we're gonna start adding our flour tortillas. Now, I always kind of hope when I buy tortillas at Dollar Tree that I don't have a ton of issues with them sticking together, but sometimes I do. That's okay. So I do try to do the fluff. You know, I worked at Taco Bell, so I know how to do the fluff, but sometimes they still kind of stick. All right, so I'm gonna start with 2 tortillas, just kind of in the bottom of this baking dish. And then we're gonna start to add some tortillas around the edges. I'm gonna pick it up just so that I can kind of set those down around the edges. This is gonna create like a seal, a pocket, if you will. See, a little bit of sticking there. It does say 10. I only got 9 in this pack, so I got shorted a tortilla, but that's okay. We can make that work. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't accidentally leave 2 together, but no, I definitely only got 9. Okay, we've got 2 tortillas in the bottom. We've got 5 additional tortillas kind of around the edges, and I saved 2 tortillas to go on top. So let's go down with a layer of our tomatoes first, and we can spread those out evenly on the bottom. We are gonna have to change the order of things a little bit, just based on the ingredients that we have. Because the Crunchwrap, as you guys know, we've done the Crunchwrap before, was meat and nacho cheese at the bottom, tostada shell, then it had sour cream, lettuce, and tomato. We don't have sour cream or lettuce, so the next thing I'm gonna go down with is our nacho cheese. And I'm gonna spread that out on top of our tomatoes, kind of mixing them in with the tomatoes. Think like Velveeta dip or Rotel dip. And so that is going to be our first layer. So I'm gonna take some of our tostada rounds and we're just gonna add a layer directly on top of that tomato and cheese mixture. And you can just use your hands and kind of break some of the chips if they're kind of poking up a bit too much. We are building this upside down. So the next layer is gonna be our canned chili. You can use taco meat if you prefer, but I really like chili as an alternative to taco meat, especially in things like this. And I'm just going to pour that chili on top of our chips as evenly as possible, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I have made a version of this Crunchwrap casserole before, but that was back when Dollar Tree sold like their beef patties. Haven't been able to buy those in a while, so I thought I'd do an updated version with what you can get at Dollar Tree today. And last but not least, we have our refried beans. Dollar Tree had a few different versions of refried beans to pick from. I went with these because they were cheaper, because they're only $1, and I thought the ingredients were pretty good. I am gonna kind of mix them together in the can a bit, just because refried beans tend to have that layer of water kind of sitting. And those will be our final layer. So again, try to spread those out as evenly as possible, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Much like the first layer where we kind of mixed together the cheese and the tomatoes, we're gonna do something kind of similar with the beef and the beans. So I'm just gonna use my spoon and kind of spread that bean layer out. I love how quick and easy that came together. All right, so let's grab our two kind of spare tortillas that we had set aside, and we're gonna lay those on top. And then we're gonna kind of fold in all of our little side tortillas hanging off the edge here. And then we're also gonna oil the top of this again, so that those tortillas kind of brown up a bit. And get nice and crispy. That was probably a bit too much oil. All right. All right, let's pop that in, 375 for 30 minutes. So it's been 35 minutes, and this is our Crunchwrap casserole fresh out of the oven. It does say to let it sit for about 5 minutes before you invert it and slice it. All right, moment of truth. Let's flip this and see what it looks like. Got a cutting board, and we're gonna flip it over. It sounds crispy. I don't know if you could hear that. Pretty sure that's the tortilla. All right, and this is hot. There we go. All right. So it looks pretty good on the bottom too. I was a little worried that it was gonna be soggy from the canned tomatoes, and it might still be, but generally speaking, it's got a nice brown color on it. So happy with that. Now remember, this was under $8. It was $7.25. And we're gonna cut it into 6 slices. So this is an under $8 dinner to feed 6, which I think is a really good price. I'm just hoping that because we used a lot of kind of liquidy things, that's not super soupy on the inside. But we shall see. It's definitely a little soupy. I wonder if I should let it sit a little while longer to firm up. Okay. All right, so it's cut. Moment of truth, I guess. Hold on. I'm gonna grab this middle slice here, and there is our Crunchwrap casserole. So I wanna try this plain first, and then we'll try it with some sour cream and lettuce, because I'm gonna try just the Dollar Tree exclusive version, and then we'll try it with a couple of additions from the regular store. I don't really know what's the best way to eat this. I guess, actually, should I just try to pick it up? Okay, so we're just gonna pick it up and eat it like a sandwich. Which did not really work. I should have foresaw that. I think if you have one of the corner pieces, you could probably do that. But with one of these middle pieces, there's just too many open sides. So let's switch to a fork. I think it doesn't really quite taste like a Crunchwrap, but that could just be because we're missing the lettuce and the sour cream. But as like a standalone, like taco pie, that is delicious. Some parts of it are a little bread heavy because we have, you know, kind of multiple layers of tortillas kind of stacked up on top of each other. So it can be a little hard to cut through with a fork. Let me switch to a knife. Flavor's really on point. I think it's really a delicious kind of taco pie. I am going to see if adding the lettuce and sour cream makes it more like a Crunchwrap. So my Dollar Tree that I shop at is next door to a Safeway. So if I were to pop over in a Safeway and get lettuce and sour cream, so the sour cream is $2.29 and the lettuce was $2.49. So if I were to add sour cream and lettuce at Safeway, it would be around $5 extra, which would put your total at $12 to make this dinner, which still might not be that much. You would probably have leftover lettuce and sour cream you could use for other things, but that is the version topped with some fresh chopped lettuce and a little bit of sour cream. We're gonna see if that holds up to the Crunchwrap. Especially if you're putting like lettuce and sour cream on top of it, you're not gonna be able to pick it up and hold it. You do kind of have to eat it with a fork and knife. It does kind of remind me of like flautas from like a Mexican restaurant because of the crispy baked flour tortilla and all of the filling in it, kind of the cheesy flavor. So yeah, I would say that that's what it reminds me a lot of, is flautas. I don't know why I'm blowing on it. It's been cooling for a while. It still does not taste like a Crunchwrap, even with the lettuce and tomato. And now it tastes even more like flautas from a Mexican restaurant. So as a Crunchwrap, no, it's not really quite identical to a Crunchwrap. I do have the actual Crunchwrap recipe posted to my page, both in a long video and a short video. As a standalone meal, I would probably call this like taco pie or something like that. I think it is fantastic. It has a really good flavor. Adding lettuce and sour cream just kind of brightens it up and makes it more fresh. But I actually think I prefer the version without lettuce and sour cream, so you could try it both ways and see which way you prefer. If you're trying to feed your family Mexican food on a super tight budget, this is definitely one to try, because even if you had to buy lettuce and sour cream, you'd be at $12 to feed a family of 6. All right, that is a wrap on today's Dollar Tree dinner. If you guys have any requests or suggestions, of course, leave them in the comments down below. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you again tomorrow.